The second question. Rajni's ashram is operated with Confucian and scientific attitudes and processes, planning, budgeting, accounting, rules, regulations. Would it be appropriate to acknowledge Confucius and Western science as part of the Tao and thereby spiritual? Tao is vast. Science can be included in it. But science is not vast, and Tao cannot be included in it. Science is a part of the vast mystery of life. If you take science as part, then there is nothing wrong. But science claims that it is the whole. Thereby everything goes wrong. Exactly the same is the situation with intellect, calculation, arithmetic. Nothing is wrong with intellect if it functions as a part and does not start claiming that I am the whole. When the intellect claims I am the whole, then there is trouble. When the intellect says I am just a part of a vast entity, of a huge entity, and I do my work, beyond that, I don't know what is going on, then there is no problem. I am not against intellect as such. I am against the intellect which claims to be the whole. And that is the standpoint of Lao Tse, Chuang Tzu, Li Tzu. They are not against intellect. How can they be? They are not against anything. My hand is a part of my body, but the hand starts claiming that I am the whole. And the hand starts claiming that I should dominate the whole because I am the whole. Everything else is secondary. Then the hand has gone mad. Then this hand is dangerous. He has lost contact with the whole. Nothing is wrong with science in itself, but science should be a part of religion. Then it is beautiful. Intellect should be a part of the totality of human beings. Then it is beautiful. Intellect too is beautiful. I go on using the intellect every day. What I am doing here right now. Intellect is so significant that even when you have to talk something which is not within intellect, you have to use intellect. Even to talk about Tao, you have to take the help of the intellect. You have to lean over intellect. How Tao can be against intellect, reason? The only thing that Tao wants you to understand is that life is more than reason, vaster than reason. Reason covers a small space, but that is not the boundary of the totality. Lao Tzu is big and Confucius can be included in him. But Confucius is very narrow and Lao Tzu cannot be included in him. Lao Tzu is Tao. Confucius is Torah. Torah is a Hebrew word. But I would like, because it goes well with Tao. Tao means love. Torah means La. In the word Teret is the word Torah. Teret comes from two words. Torah, rota. It means the wheel of La. The rotating wheel of La. Torah means the law. Law is bound to be rigid. And law is bound to be narrow. The law needs to be perfectly defined. If it is not defined, it will not be of any use. The law has to have definitions, clear-cut boundaries, only then it can be of any use. That's where Jesus enters into the history of the Jews. He brings Tao in the world of Torah. Naturally, he asked to be crucified. It was but natural, because Torah cannot tolerate Tao. The law and the law-oriented mind cannot allow love, because when love comes, all law is shattered. Law is so vast, oceanic, and it comes into the narrow world of the law, and the law breaks down. Jews could not allow Jesus because he brings a very foreign climate which has never been part of the Jewish mind. Jesus is indefinable. Moses is perfectly definable. Moses will easily agree with Confucius, will not agree with Lao Tzu. The 10 Commandments is the foundation of the law-abiding mind. And of course, the law-abiding mind always can find ways and means and loopholes in the law. A married woman, fell in love with a young man. And the young man wanted to make love to her, but she said, "This is not right." She was a Jew, and she said, "This is against the law, and we will be breaking a commandment." And the young man said, "So what? 9 are still left." Law is narrow, and so narrow that one has to find loopholes, otherwise life will become impossible. Law creates the hypocrite. Law creates the cunning person. Law creates the criminal. Otherwise life will become absolutely impossible. Law does not allow you to live. It makes life so narrow that you have to find ways and means. And then comes the liar. He helps you. He helps you to break the law and yet remain within law. That's his whole work. The liar is needed because the law creates on one hand the criminal and on another hand the liar, and both are the same. I have heard a priest was saying to a young man that, listen to this story. There were 2 brothers. One was very law-abiding and became a liar. And another was very rebellious and became a criminal. The one who became a criminal is now in the jail for his whole life. What do you say about it? And the young man said, I can say only one thing. One has been caught and one has not been caught yet. The liar and the criminal are both byproducts of the law, the Torah. I am not against Torah because such a vast humanity has to exist. Torah is needed. The law is needed. You have to keep by the left on the road. If everybody starts walking anywhere he wants, as people do in India, then it is very difficult. It is very dangerous. One has to follow the law. But law is not life. And one should remember the law has to be used, has to be followed, and yet one has to remain available to Tao, the beyond. Tao should be the goal, and Torah should become just a means. And Torah should not claim that I am the whole. Once Torah claims I am the whole, life becomes meaningless. Once logic claims I am the whole, life becomes meaningless. Once somebody says life is nothing but science, then it is a reductionism, and everything is reduced to the lowest denominator. Then love is nothing but chemistry, a hormonal thing. Then everything can be reduced to the lowest. Then lotus is nothing but mud. One should remain available for Tao, following Torah. One should remain open to Tao. In fact, Torah is right only if it leads you in the direction of Tao. Law is really right if it leads you towards love. If it goes against love, then that law is illegal. For example, the law says that make love only to your wife. Good, if you love the wife, then the law goes towards love. But if you don't love the wife, then it is immoral to make love to her. Then law is going against love. If you make love to a woman to whom you are not married, it is love, not law. But if you can manage to get married to the woman, it becomes law also. But it is not against love. A wise man will see that his life always uses the law for the love. Torah is a stepping stone towards Tao. This ashram naturally has to be run according to Confucius. But Confucius here is in the service of Lao Tzu. You see this madman here? Confucius is in the service of Lao Tzu. Torah in service of Tao. Then there is no problem. Vice versa, then things have gone wrong. Then you are standing on your head and something has to be immediately done.